Welcome everyone to more open source work here live on this channel. Low level, full stack, the usual stuff, Rust, llvm, clang, you name it. As a continuation, I actually built Firefox yesterday for MIPS64, but it takes 1 minute to start on a dual processor, 250 megahertz SJ Octane, and after a minute its segmentation fails. But hey, the window starts to peak. Yeah, so much to that given it starts 1 minute, but that's probably topic for another video in general of bloat and stuff. Anyway, we have some surrounding stuff to do that I want to do just to have the stuff a little bit more perfect and then move on. Otherwise it's forgotten and stuff, and also theoretically, so I mean, we usually try to do stuff here relatively good, if not perfect, but not necessarily always upstreamable. Maybe I should more often do stuff upstreamable. What I mean with that is not like YOLO, quickly hack or work around it. And honestly, people do that way too often in the industry. And what I mean with this is, for example, we have now for MIPS, yes, it's vintage and could also happen for other stuff like ARM and even PowerPC, that as seen here yesterday, and I was reminded for PowerPC for the P3, but also other stuff, llvm and with that clang and Rust do not support all GCC options. We briefly mentioned that yesterday. And so the right thing probably to patch, what do we have here? Oh, also, I touched the mouse probably so much too, pasting the stuff. Let's patch the stuff the right way. I was quickly thinking about that, and I probably maybe still have some workaround here. Yeah, so for MIPS yesterday, I changed that to drop the Rust option, and we certainly don't want to commit it like this. So what I did here, so we inject the same optimization setting, because if you choose in our T2 Linux distribution optimizations like Power 10 or Senver 3 or soon 4 and stuff. By the way, I hate this name, but another thing, recurring theme stuff is not perfect, just as this option wiring is. So we directly inject this here one-to-one, and so I could like YOLO that in translating MIPS and PowerPC stuff. And then I thought, it's just not future-proof, right? And sure, it's probably a little bit faster to do that here in our shell configuration glue, but I think maybe we should, I mean, not always, like if it's total waste of time to patch the stuff, then I will continue to do our surrounding translation configuration glue. But in this particular case, let's just patch it for real. I also have here a build going. Of course, it didn't build. I couldn't find specification for target. Yeah, we do that probably in a second. So what I mean with that is, also to show you probably how that is done, hopefully quickly download, famous last words, hopefully quickly, mirror else, so that probably should be all in llvm. What do we have, 14 of, yeah, right, not theoretically 5, but yeah, as per yesterday's update, cheers. And this is also yeah, CMake, I mentioned this yesterday, I have no idea what's going on here with that strange stuff, that is really bizarre. So it's here, and so then even G5. So I mean, ironically, I already changed our T2 optimization settings for PowerPC. For example, we had the G5, and do we still have that architecture? I'm not even. I changed the T2 default ISO build, and yeah, maybe I changed this here also. So yeah, 970. Previously we had the G5, and previously I liked G5 a little bit more because it was, I don't like those cryptic numbers, because after, like back in the day, few people knew that because everyone knew IBM 970, like who knew that, right? All users, it's a freaking G5, right? But given that llvm didn't knew that, I changed that. Also, I think G5 was capital, and I thought I could have patched that back in the day, but yeah. Also, I think QEMU probably uses more, although I think they use 970FX and 970MP, but anyway, I gave up on this. Long story short, I gave up on this, but I overlooked cell. So that is also modern complexity, right? Theoretically, we should need to make sure that all options, And there's also, there's the limit, right? The sky is the limit. You can sit here all day long with nobody paying open source people, because why should people pay for open source, right? This is basically testament to all the 10,000 people out there who did open source for free for 20 years. Like we sit here, right, day and night, and then when people write an email, hey, can you fix this? And you answer, hey, sure, can you pay an hour? Then you never hear back from them. Anyway, now we have this YouTube channel. Usually that worked fantastic, but of course today that also broke somehow. Oh, the iPhone actually live stream over. Maybe I should get a PCIe LTE modem. Anyway, so yeah, we lost 2,000 frames there because internet in the center of Germany. What should I say? Probably I should open an ISP. Cheers. So yeah, that is a sad thing. So, and I was talking with myself, that is make a live stream sharing the thoughts with the world, and then that is really sad. Honestly, that is there. I think actually what I should do is, I mean, I was even looking there on the YouTube comments. I thought I answer that. I didn't even quite realize it was about Vodafone failing. I probably need to modify this. Is crazy stuff. I need to waste my time. Probably I need to modify OBS to color the freaking screen with some red overlay thing to if we drop frames on the freaking screen turns red, because it's just too tiny information there. Anyway, so processor model. So the question is, can we have aliases here? Actually, wait a second. They have G5 here. That is interesting. So given is that, let's see, 970 ITVEC, so probably, what do we have here? Definition. Yeah, so the set thing is, as far as I see, P8, okay, they have their P8 model G5, Pro PC65, so even have a G5. But maybe they have this lowercase and GCC was uppercase. You can't make this shit up. Maybe this even was the issue back in the day. I can't always remember each thing. Yeah, G5 was maybe I mentioned this back in the day, who thought it was a good idea to have that here lowercase and there uppercase, but no, whatever. Why is this feature 64-bit regs commented out? The question is, do we need to copy this whole stuff here? Is that supposed to be... What does that do here? Yeah, so much to doing it the right thing, and then you realize the problem is not only is it quite some stuff to copy, it can also get out of sync then, right? So that is... maybe we simply translated so much to, maybe it's actually not worth the effort. That is sometimes the thing, right? You think you do it right, and then you're yeah, it's actually too much ugly code. So the other was, perhaps this was MIPS64. This is strangely written. Yeah, the naming here is why is PowerPC all caps and why is MIPS. So why is this lowercase and this uppercase, and what were they thinking doing this naming? I mean, I would have probably capitalized MIPS and Spark. That is bizarre. Yeah, so I probably wasn't really quite thinking that through. Maybe it's not working. That's often the thing, right? You either think you quickly do it, or that is the right thing, and then you realize it's just way too much stuff and too ugly. Actually, yeah, I guess it's too much feature defines to copy here. Maybe it's just more flexible. The thing that get out of sync, and then it's even more work to adapt this, or you even notice that, right? It gets out of sync, the patch still applies, they have new feature bits and defines there, and then you don't have all the latest and greatest and feature bits mismatch. I think so much to giving up. Oh, wait a second, I wanted to check another thing. Lib target. But I will still the next years, as you see, we are coming a little to an end of the sky's limits. There is never an end. But a little bit to an end of perfecting D2. Of course, there always will be something to do, and I'm looking forward to your patches and stuff. We will soon move on writing more amazing software from scratch, like 90% or so smaller software, including MIPS backend, obviously. There's all the school book stuff, because this is simply also too large and so on. Let's see, n32. So where would that be in here? That's not defined there. Where would that be? We would want to also support as another finalizing thing here. Fix me, this should be true for n32 too. Okay. Where the heck is that? Would this be? It should be in there, right? If they, oops. n32 is ABI n32. Wait, there was something. Was it there? Thank you very much. Is n64. I mean, this is also super inconsistent, right? This is capitalized here, and maybe is this. Why is this capitalized? Maybe. Do they have, say, like class and oops. Is n64. Get ABI is n. Oh, wait a second, we wanted n32, isn't it? Where is that? There is ABI type info, but maybe I should also use a proper IDE for this ABI. Okay, where is this ABI coming from? Oh man. Of course, what I would want to do is support this, obviously. The question is even, do we patch? So we have two things here. We have the llvm clang default and the Rust default. Oh, so much stuff. Did I not somewhere patch that already? Hey, the graver. Here, Starling, and then Starling, I mean, not only you make Elon Rust potentially richer, but then they don't even have publicly rooted IP addresses so much too. That is not the greatest fan either. Let's, for a second, update some stuff. Also, we had data running. That data is actually still running, surprisingly. Probably something going wrong with data. Let's do some updates that are scrolling by. What? What? What have they done to the version number? source table. Why I do this on websites? No, whatever. Fish also 3.5 or so. And what else is brewing in the open source world? Maybe that's the major stuff. Don't want to necessarily build this into my system, it's probably fine. So, MIPS64, arch test. I mean, in general, I'm quite fine with O2 LTE, just the usual stuff. The one time you use it, it breaks. Okay, so we have GNU ABI n32 there. I think we just recently patched clang, right? So we probably still need to rebuild that. While we do they use it here somewhere? Wait a second, is it even the right? Oh, this was capitalized, huh? Where do they assign the ABI? Where do they assign that? By the way, did I even check? Did I even check whether Rust supported that? Did I not have more? Why do I have... Oh, maybe I grabbed from it. Where should that be? I'm a little bit puzzled of how they determine that. It should be default here, or is it in clang? Maybe we should also check clang and... Maybe I shouldn't do that so much to the world's fastest terminal. Why is this so slow though? So we had somewhere the MIPS target. Probably here. Because that is the thing. I mean, clang needs to work at least. I mean, clang looks like it would work. Does it mean I need to check our own code again? This, yeah, the MIPS64 stuff is so crazy that even I constantly forget. GNU ABI, and I mean, yeah, I mean, not that it would make sense that they use GNU ABI 64, but yeah. So the question is how much support maintenance glue they need internally, or if that's so high level representation that because they don't have n32. I wonder, so this should be GNU ABI and GNU ABI n32. We probably need to patch that. So if we wanted to support that, I mean, they have some, I knew that already from other architectures, so they have some data layout. Yeah, that is like a whole new port. I wonder. Yeah, we need to patch that here. And MIPS64. n32. Let's create an empty file for the patch. And let's mod the stuff. So did we use MIPS 4? Pointer versus 32. So the layout should it be the same as data layout. So that is there is an internal representation here. So this is pointer integer. Would not be surprised if that does not just work. It's also ABI64. So the question is, how does this stuff work here? This is also like stack and stuff. Alright, so this should be 64. I mean, I guess that, I mean, maybe some integer thing could be slightly, yeah, whatever. Probably could work potentially. I mean, basically, we probably see when it crashes and then need to go remediate it. The question is, do we need to patch something more than the spec file? I mean, I did this for 386 and stuff. So that would be MIPS64 n32. Committed the other patch yesterday. That is of course also not ideal that I don't have it. It comes from too much. Yeah, but that was that one. That is okay. We don't really. Do we need anything else then? Yeah, so couldn't target. So that is exactly what we wanted to patch. Good that we arrived just here. Epic thread ripping through that. 64. So that should be GNU ABI n32. Okay, let's see if that patch is enough. No file to patch. That comes from YOLOing that. So that file doesn't exist, so oh, wait a second. Oh, I did this wrong. Shit. Did I do? Ah, I did this wrong. Ah, shit. Nah. Hello, where is my... Nah. Is it even that? Oh, this wasn't there. No. Shouldn't have copied. I wanted an empty file. Not sure what I was thinking there. We still need to tackle the llvm clang define though. How they determine what to, I mean whether that even builds. Starts to do something. Maybe I should have used verbose build. Always this beginner mistakes here of not using verbose build for matrix. Also still need to find a sponsor for this channel, obviously. Okay, that starts to build. Let's hope for the best. Clang, let's see what's going on with that stuff. No, ABI. Okay, they built that with, okay, they use this triple there. Okay, so far so good. So they directly supply this triplet, which could mean that it could work. We probably supply that. Wait a second, did I even patch that? Because all the path patches here, did I patch that? Rust is doing something. Yeah, feeling lucky here live on this channel, obviously. There, PSP MIPS. Where are those? Do we have here n32? Okay, maybe we don't need to. I mean, we. Wait a second, this engine is little. Where is our. Did we forget to patch one? Yeah, a recurring theme that I am a decade later still not impressed with. That. Which one was it even? Twitching GNU, I guess. Twitching GNU, or what do we patch there? Yeah, twitching GNU. Ah, that also failed. What's going on there? Error count occurred. What? MIPS CCC occurred? Nah. Need to check this in a second. Oh no. Static assertion failed. Soft FP ABI not compatible with GCC. Yeah. Who said we want soft FP? Why does it build something from compiler RT? I have the feeling we will not get ready with that just today. So GNU. I mean, we can apply that, commit this already, and it's partially working for the next people to come along, to give them some guidance what is needed there. So it looks like they built compiler RT. Maybe that doesn't have n32 support either. Or did we not have to patch that? Does this look? Ah, wait, no, this is not right because we need 32 Linux. I mean, this obviously also doesn't work. And that is even, like, even if this would be Red Hat or IBM Linux, we actually could make that prepare for Muso if we wanted to support that. Yeah, that amount of patchery, that is just stupid. So clang here, lib driver there. So which line was it? 2100, 2100, somewhere here. $34. I added here some context away for that to work more often. Is it a chance to apply? There's one line context there. Maybe, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So if that applies. My mastery of the hand editing patches to clang, right? Oh, wait a second, one clue. I mean, we could try that. So. Welcome everyone. Question there: what books recommend to learn? I mean, it's a very generic question on a from patch. Like, thank you very much. It depends what you want to do, right? So can't like just recommend some books. For that you would need to know, what exactly to do exactly that here. Oh shit, I think I mangled the other patch there. Oh, there was an empty. Do I have still that here? Apparently, Nothing like doing that twice. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. Guess it applied. Yeah, so the other thing versus Rust options, and I guess we simply, I wanted to do it more right, and as seen in the beginning of this video, right, it makes no sense to patch complex stuff if it's way easier, and maybe more stuff should be like more table, more like, certainly not shell, but for example Lua, it's some domain specific language often used for configuration or other glue logic stuff, even AI in games, World of Warcraft and other, even Adobe Lightroom and so on. So yeah, Lua. In my opinion, it makes no sense to statically type code configuration glue, stuff like that. Especially if it leads to so much code duplication there of needlessly copy and pasting stuff. So we have that here. We probably want to, I mean, as long as we don't have any duplicates in optimization settings, we can simply use one CPU and translate that here to, so for example, cell 970. Then, I mean, we could even mark that here. We have here multiple. I mean, maybe the best thing is to copy and paste here all of them, but I don't want to check all of the ones we use. For MIPS, this would be R10,000. I mean, actually, all of those are not supported. I thought I patched them, but it's too ugly. We have also R8000. Which one was that? So that is for, where was it, in the Indigo 2 and stuff. So we have here up to 16,000. Wonder if I probably want, when I retire or something once upon a time. If you have any of those vintage stuff, feel free to donate me some. So we probably use simply MIPS4 for that for now. And so if you have other stuff, just for sure more. We could quickly check. I could quickly check llvm. Because we even have stuff at x86 that I'm for sure they don't support all. Like the C3 and C7 stuff, but what would be another popular? Yeah, the option naming is also a little bit stupid, but do they support no Kona? I guess no Kona they would support. Would this be this one or? This is just the one where that is not in. Which was the other? Okay, wait a second. That means they have here some target parser. That probably means we could have something similar potentially in for MIPS. Yeah, I'm surprised they even. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? For x86, they copied most of them because it's so mainstream, even geode. Do they have some Cyrix stuff? Okay, they don't have Cyrix stuff, which we have. So, oh wait a second, it's called C3. Do they have C3? Or they have that? They don't have C7. Was it? Did we have C7? We had some C7. Is that even still supported on GCC? C3, C7, still supported, at least according to that. So C7, we probably need to translate. What even was that back in the day? I mean, we could simply translate that to, as they even have crazy IDT WinChip stuff. We have there some geode LX. I mean, it's only as you have even 2 and LX. Okay, we map that somehow here. Okay, that also means that should automatically... Oh, wait a second, we translate C7 to Ester. Interesting, then the C7 is probably some new thing, potentially. Yeah, this options, they were chaotic back in the day, and do they have... S? How's it spelled? I will not do all today, this is just an example, and then I stop. No, they don't have this either. So we need to translate no. What did I want there? Geode, what did we have there? And then if you encounter some, so then I stop, and if you encounter some, you can do that yourself. Quickly check if they have some new thing here. What do we have there? Yeah, we will probably see if something doesn't work. At least that's ahead. So yeah, no, do you have some? Nah, okay, fine, whatever. So does it make sense? Cell here. MIPS stuff, actually very theoretically, I think. Should we shorten that? One, 2, 4, 6. Best without I. So I guess that could, was it unclean? Yeah, it was unclean. Okay, so the clang stuff built, I mean, we probably should check if we go in here, MIPS64, if we tries to build something with clang, does it work? No, it doesn't. File in wrong format. So that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh wait, we can... It's probably not defaulting to n32. Oh, it does something. Oh wait, it is actually n32, but it has the wrong... It actually... Okay, okay, that's probably just missing my... It's just a too new CPU architecture. So maybe it even would work with march equals MIPS4. No. Or does it? Maybe it still does. Ah, wait. Why is it still the wrong format? That looks right. Maybe the path is wrong. (32-bit) or 32. We probably need n32, and we need that one. Why is it? So it didn't work, right? Or was it just a warning? No, it's an error. That is disappointing. We probably need to patch this directory as well. It's simply stupid here, to be honest. Here is, however, which one is that one? Lips n32. That looks right though, or is it? It's lips 32 here though. Something's not adding up there. And that obviously also needs some more work. Yeah, so much to porting Rust to a new architecture target variant in one live stream. Amazing idea. Business genius. Also, there was I saw already some syntax error. It's not ideal that the build continues, to be honest. Usually, maybe we should, no. Case in, what have we? New line. Why is this Debian MIPS multilib? I mean, we have lib32 here so far, so I guess something I debugged already. I've wasted so much time of my life with this bullshit here. So often have I debugged around in this stuff here. This is simply ridiculous, to be honest. Also, not very systematic here. Here they have it like that, here they have it like that. Nah. They have here triple MIPS, MIPS64. Yeah, this is all the stuff. This is like so much trial and error here. I can't recommend it to do it that way, as you see. I mean, it looks like it has a chance to work, but somehow... somehow it doesn't. Something is not yet perfect in this patchery, which is also, I find it hilarious for a recurring theme here, for such a flagship project to YOLO this code like that, and then that some random YouTubers or only one keeps fixing this stuff in a way that it makes at least any sense. So this is with n64, with n32, without any of them. I mean, it kind of looks like it has a chance to work, but some more. Or did I not? Did I not? I thought I had built that, no? Was it? I mean, even before we patched it, it was... Yeah, that is always disappointing. You spend so much time and then the stuff doesn't work in a way that it should work. If we manually supply MABI equals n32, then it works. Okay, so... maybe it is... Maybe it's somehow not defaulting to the right triplet. No, we just built that, right? Okay, when you manually, when we manually supplied, it works, so that means the default is probably wrong. I mean, we should configure it with that default triplet, do we? But this was mostly probably already 1 hour, yeah, of course, 1 hour. It was mostly how far can we get. I don't intend, if you want this in production, then don't forget to like, subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe, and all the good stuff. I'm not intending to ship this in anytime soon. The next day is in production. Strange, why do we not have default triplet in there? Ah wait, that is commented out. Why? Currently clang uses the default target from llvm. Nah. Yeah, so there is default target triplet MIPS64 to Linux GNU ABI n32. Somehow does not look like it does work. Or we need to patch it for this. Maybe we simply need to we can also double check that actually. We probably are now. If we clang pre-process that. Doesn't particularly help that this stuff here is so strange. That certainly isn't helpful. That does not help me a bit. Okay, it should set, it should only set that, okay, it should set underscore MIPS. It should set that stuff. It sets n32 though. It's just okay. It's just not internally. I said already this hard-coded YOLO collection of random or like not random, but yeah, this GNU CPP file is not amazing. So it looks like it defaults to the right thing, just not with the ABI somehow. Yeah, this multi-lib stuff here, this sucks majorly. This is basically we need to patch one of those. Okay, it's not the most important for today. Just to keep that in mind that is still not yet amazing. Pity. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. We probably the only things do I think I should have still the full build around, shouldn't I? To test this new Rust code. Actually, we probably, you know what is faster to test is actually cargo. By the way, no, the Octane is still here. Maybe we, okay, R10K, that does not yet work. Good that we tested that. Yeah, recurring pro tip, right? If code that you didn't test doesn't work, right? Untested code is broken code. Even if it's so trivial that you think it should work, then maybe shell doesn't support this conditional the way I wrote it. So much to simplifying it, first typing it. I mean it, wait, it should support that, just that I had a typo there, because obviously I had. What else do we have there? Yeah, welcome all there. Hope you enjoy and like this. Yeah, recurring theme, it's, if you wonder why, even if I thought like patch it in upstreams, like, yeah, YOLO, whatever, you had me at this code publication. Recurring theme here, implement good code, perfect code, but if it's easier with your own surrounding infrastructure, like if it's like a fraction of the code, like look how little shell code that is, you wonder, low tech of like not taking T2 or amazing Linux distribution seriously, because it's in shellcode. Like, look how compact this code is, right? For this kind of code, you would have a magnitude more C code of all the manual pointer string filling stuff, and then it would sometimes crash because bugs. And how much more convenient, like a fraction of the code, a magnitude less code. Who cares about performance? Like even a Spark station of all the stuff that's slow, certainly not the T2 domain specific configuration shell glue code. Let's SVN switch that. Yeah, I guess that fixed rust or translating. What else did we do? Theoretically, we had more stuff here. I mean, what was the exact rust error that we faced? Okay, that is compiler RT. I wonder if that is a feature that they built there. Do they need this bloody compiler RT? It looks like we next... I'm a little bit confused that... I mean, yeah, the recurring theme that I'm not particularly impressed with this Rust and llvm infrastructure. It looks to me that we would even, like, I guess they always built this llvm runtime compiler RT. I'm not particular fan of... I mean, do they redo that always? Let's check what they do for. At least it's not visible in this build. Why do they build that? Either it is simply not seen because of the silence build, or strange stuff, or it's building that because some other stuff doesn't work. Anyway, that here is makes this stuff up. Probably even in 10 years I will still patch this bloody process. So yeah, that is unfortunately not complete. I wish it would build as easy, but somehow it doesn't. Yeah, that needs debugging, what it tries to do there. But this is also the recurring theme, is that not only this monstrous projects in general not particularly amazing, and then even more of a headache, like good luck trying to debug this complex build machinery. Yeah, thankfully we don't need that. I guess it's time for some really fun testing. In our Discord, someone said the x86 ISO somehow didn't quite work. But otherwise, yeah, it is said that Firefox does not just work. I mean, it would not be particularly fast, but it would have been amazing if it would at least worked. So much to that. I slightly wonder why I commented out that one here, but I guess I will find out some other day. Anyways, that's it for this video. As usual, we make progress everywhere, supporting everything nobody else supports. Just for people to see what is bare minimally needed for stuff to work. I really wonder, I mean, maybe it needs to be wired up in some more build system stuff. Maybe it thinks it's some freestanding stuff. Oh, wait a second, here's compiler built-ins and compiler built-in and unwind. Let's no, they have that here actually. I mean, yeah, it could work. Maybe it needs just a little bit of glue code and convincing there in compiler built-ins, and certainly clang to properly default. It could also be that clang is not like producing 100%ly matching code. Oh, wait a second, this is even finished dev, is that? It's anyway x86 too. Strange stuff there. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. Hope you learned something and enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for more fun stuff to come. I would find my mouse cursor.